y'all, it's Alexiana. Welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that to me is a little controversial. To me, it's just a little controversial. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I remember I was at work, I was chilling on my break and stuff like that, and I remember I was on Instagram and stuff like that, and there's this page I follow, it's called Hollywood Unlocked. I'm going to insert the Instagram handle up here, tell them Alexiana Monet sent you. And they be posting like all kinds of stuff about celebrity drama and all kinds of everyday stuff and whatnot. And I had came across this post and stuff like that, and I'm going to read it. It's basically a screenshot of a girl. Her screen name is it's a screenshot from Twitter and stuff like that. The girl, her screen name is WEER. I want to say it's weird_doe. Weirdo, basically. WEER weird_DOE doe. So weird_doe. She's on Twitter. And basically she had said, I hate a nigga that called me boo, bae, honey, sweetheart. All that shit is gay to me. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Hopefully y'all can see this. Pause it and read it if you need to. Her name is weird_doe. She's on Twitter. And this is from the Hollywood Unlocked page. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. But yeah, it just says, I hate a nigga that called me boo, bae, honey, sweetheart. All that shit is gay to me. Now, granted, everyone's entitled to feel how they want to feel because, you know, everybody's different and whatnot. But to me, I'm thinking about it from two ways. On one hand, I can understand, like, if you're first meeting, like it's the first time y'all are meeting and stuff like that. I'm not really a big fan of, like, let's just say if we're first meeting and stuff like that and you call me boo, bae, honey, or sweetheart because, whoa, dude, like, you're kind of moving a little too fast. Like, we haven't really known each other that long. Like, let's build up to that. Let's get time to know each other. I understand that. But if we've been in a relationship for, like, months upon months and years upon years, and you don't want a guy to call you that, like, you don't want a guy to call you that and stuff like that because you think it's gay, like, something's wrong with you. I'm just saying. Because to hear a guy call you like boo, bae, honey, sweetheart and stuff like that, years upon years and months upon months in a relationship, that shows to me that they really care about you, they're really in love with you, and they love your time and affection. The fact that, let's just say, if it's years down the line and stuff like that, and months down the line, he doesn't want you, you don't want him to call you that, in my eyes, there's something wrong with you. And I'm not talking about this weirdo girl, I'm talking about talking to any girl or guy out there that thinks like this. If you don't want a guy or girl or whatnot to call you that and stuff like that, and it's months upon months, years upon years in the relationship, again, this does not apply to just the weirdo girl. Something's wrong with you. I'm sorry. And I just want to say this too. It's just like, y'all gonna leave these straight men alone. That's just that on that. Because it's just like, I thought I heard something. In my opinion, people are so quick to throw the gay word around loosely and stuff like that. Like, it seems like with men, I'm just gonna say this. It's like, women can get away with doing masculine, manly shit and stuff like that and not have their sexuality questioned. But as soon as a man does something out of the ordinary that's kind of feminine and whatnot, he's labeled as gay. Like, that's not right. Like, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. Like, if y'all gonna judge a man for doing something feminine and whatnot, judge a woman for doing something masculine. It's like these double standards in society against men and women are just so, it just really just gets on my nerves. Like, it's just like this. Everything, like, just because a straight man and stuff like that does something that's a little feminine and whatnot does not mean that he's gay. Because let me be the first to tell you, taken from a gay man myself, there are these masculine men, these real masculine men, take it from me, honey, there are these real masculine men out there that are as manly as hell, that are the biggest bitches on the low. And I've seen it firsthand, honey. There are some that have bent me over. I'm just letting you know that. So you'd be surprised, honey, because there are men that are probably at that have, well, let me say this. Femininity does not just exist in women. Femininity exists in men too. Just like masculinity exists in women too. Like, it's not just, masculinity does not just exist in men, and femininity does not just exist in women. It exists in both genders. It exists in both genders and stuff like that. And there are some men that have feminine ways and all men have feminine ways. They do. All men have feminine ways. And there are some out there that have more than others, but that does not necessarily mean that they're gay. Like, for example, there's this teacher that I had went to school with, well, not went to school with, but there's this teacher that I was in high school with. We're going to call him Mr. Stokes. We're going to call him Mr. Stokes. And he had the walk, he had the talk and stuff like that. And me, I'm not going to lie, I had thought he was gay. But, come to find out, he turned around and had married my 11th grade math teacher, who we're going to call Mrs. Stokes because she's married to him now. And when he had married her and stuff like that, my mouth literally dropped like, oh my God. I was literally thinking that as a kid. My mouth literally dropped like, oh my God, I thought he was gay. But he had married, let's just say her maiden name is Miss Blondie. I was like, oh my God, I had thought he was gay and stuff like that. But he had married Miss Blondie. Like, yeah, that's a prime example. Like, feminine ways and masculine ways exist in both genders and stuff like that. And there are some men out there that, well, every man, like I said, has feminine ways, and there are some that have more feminine ways than others. But that does not necessarily mean that they're gay. Because there are some men that have feminine ways, like this Mr. Stokes guy I was talking about. There are some men that have feminine ways and stuff like that, that, I hate to say it, that get more pussy than a lot of masculine men. And there's some masculine men, I hate to say it, that are some of the biggest bitches on the low, that either take it up the ass or giving it to other niggas in the ass. It's just like that. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover. I'm just saying. Vice versa, like with the masculinity existing in women and stuff like that. There are those masculine women and stuff like that that get more dick than any feminine girl and stuff like that. But yeah, like, that's just that on that. Like, with the masculine women and stuff like that, like with some women that have more masculine ways than the average female and stuff like that. Like, there's some of these masculine women that are not lesbians or anything, or that are not lesbians or anything like that, that dress tomboyish because that's just their style and stuff like that, that are all women and stuff like that. They just ain't into the girly shit, that be getting more dick than the average feminine woman. I'm just saying. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover. So yeah, that's just about that on that. Like I had said, feminine ways does not just exist in women, and masculine ways does not exist in men. It's a both genders kind of thing. Feminine ways exist in men too, and masculinity exists in women. Well, I feel like I said that wrong. Feminine ways exist in men too, and masculine ways exist in women. Like, it's a both genders kind of thing. So, yeah. And like I had said about the comment that weird_dope girl had made on Twitter and stuff like that, it is not gay for a man to call you babe, boo, honey, or sweetheart and stuff like that. It's not gay. It shows a sign of affection, of caringness, that they love you and have your best interest at heart. I mean, granted, I understand, like, off first sight and stuff like that. Like, if y'all had just met and stuff like that and he started calling you that, I understand, because you know we just met and you're just calling me that and you don't know me, I understand that. But if y'all have been together for months upon months and years upon years, like, he should be able to call you that without no hesitation. Like, I'm just saying. And like I said, people throw that gay word around. People throw that gay word around loosely these days and time. It just seems like, as men, well, I'm speaking for all men here. It just seems like as men, we cannot express ourselves freely without people judging us. Like, it's like the minute you do something that's a little ounce of feminine, you label it as gay. Like, no, that's not right. Like, people should be able to express themselves in any way that they want to. Like, it's just like I had said, it just seems like as men, it's like you cannot express yourself in any way. It seems like you cannot express yourself in any way sometimes without people just judging you, labeling you as gay. And that's not the case. Like, just because you have a straight man that does something that's a little feminine does not mean that he's gay. Like, some men just have feminine ways and stuff. That don't necessarily mean that they're gay. Just like I said, you have these manly men that are the biggest bitches on the low. Like, it's just like that. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. And like I had said, it's like a woman can express herself in any way possible and stuff like that, and her sexuality and stuff like that is not questioned. But the minute the straight man does something that's a little feminine, he's labeled as gay. Like, it's not right. It is not right. I swear. Society, it's like, these days and times, society is so fucked up. I'm just saying. Vice versa. For example, take how I'm dressed right now. I'm dressed like a full-on woman. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when I go out in public and stuff like that, I don't care what people say about me. I never have, never will, and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll be walking out in public dressed like this and stuff like that, and there's some people, you know, that do the loud, ignorant, ghetto laughing, that be, you know, whispering as I walk by, to be saying little slick shit under their breath and stuff like that. It's like, you're judging me by how I'm dressed and stuff like that, how I choose to carry myself, but the minute a stud that is dressed like a full-on dude, that makes her voice deep like a man's and stuff like that sags her pants, she just walks by and no one says anything about her. Like, you see where I'm coming from? Like, you see, like, the double standards here. Like, you have a man like me that dresses like a full-on woman that's just living his life carefree and stuff like that, not caring about what people say. I walk by and stuff like that, and motherfuckers sometimes be snickering and laughing and saying little slick shit under their breath. But the minute a stud walks by and stuff like that, dressed like a full-on man, sagging her pants and stuff like that, no one says anything. Like, it's just like, sometimes with men and stuff, whether you're straight or gay, it's like, you can't win from losing. I'm just saying. So all in all, leave these straight men alone and let them, whether they're straight or gay, express themselves in any way they choose possible. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well in the description box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications, because if you don't, what's the point? Anyways, peace out. And also, I just want to say this. Do not spread any hate and whatnot toward this weird _ dough girl and stuff like that, because this video is 100% just my opinion. It's not to bash anyone. This is just what I think. These are just my own personal opinions. So, yeah. Peace.